The Uvalde Police Department and the Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District Police Force have stopped cooperating with the investigations into last Tuesday's Uvalde massacre.
Yeah, the decision comes after the director of Texas DPS held a news conference Friday saying the delayed police entry into the classroom was the wrong decision and contrary to protocol.
So what does this mean for the ongoing investigation? Joining us now to discuss is the former Homeland Security Department advisor, Charles Marino. Charles, thanks for being here with us in the studio.
Thank you.
What I'm understanding is the one person specifically who is refusing to cooperate is the chief of police, who was also the incident commander on the ground who made the call not to go in.
That's correct. Yeah, and we know, listen, this was a flawed response. Not only is the state of Texas going to be reviewing what went wrong here, but also the Department of Justice has been asked to come in by the mayor of Uvalde to review the critical incident response that did not take place the way it should have for an active shooter situation.
You know, I've seen this written about, I've seen this talked about. As a parent, I would have been outraged. I know that parents would have gone in there themselves if the cops aren't going to do that. But then I've also seen there is nothing legally that binds a police officer to going after the shooter in this case. I mean, we think of firefighters, they go into the fire.
Right.
And you would think that a police officer would go into that situation. Is there something legal there that they may have done that is culpable, that they're responsible for?
Yeah, if they don't carry out their duties to serve and protect.
Is that their duty to go in?
It is. It is their duty. It's best practices. You can ask anyone in the United States that deals with active shooter training. The best practices dictate that you go and neutralize the shooter as soon as possible and save and rescue those that may be injured and get them out of harm's way. But the fact that we had 19 police officers standing outside of a hallway because the incident commander deemed the situation a barricaded subject as opposed to the reality of what was really going on, with shots still being fired, 911 calls coming in from those poor children in the classroom. This was a travesty, and people are going to be held responsible.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you had a couple Border Patrol guys come up, say, we're going in, and they took them out.
That's right.
They ignored what the incident commander was saying. They went in anyway and took him out.
Yeah, and of course that incident commander, the one who is now not responding to the call for another interview with him. Again, he's the one who is not helping out. But also, I know you had mentioned earlier, Charles, that they seem to have a problem with the facts, and the story keeps changing. Another example of that, originally we were told that there was that back door that was propped open, but now the Texas Department of Public Safety confirming that the teacher did close the door, but it wasn't locked.
Yeah, the statements have been incorrect, I think, 12 times so far. The crisis communication has been extremely horrible in this situation. You've got the governor that basically said he was misled about the facts from the start. So there's a lot that needs to be reviewed here. But I can tell you, this chief of police not cooperating with the investigations by Texas is really quite selfish. This is an opportunity to learn what went wrong here and make sure it doesn't happen again anywhere in the United States. Our schools need to be safe. Children should be able to go to school and come home safely.
Yeah, very well said. Charles Marino, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you both.
Thank you.